Some good stuff going for them. Necrolite, we just saw what he could do. There was even a counter on the other side, but this game a little bit less so.
I mean, the thing that I do worry about, the panel touched on it, was Visage. We've tended to see it in the mid role or in the safe lane role, this time being played in the support position.
Yes.
I mean, do you think that hero is any good in the support role, really? Why did they decide to take it?
I think it's just a good hero overall. It pairs well with what they have. Nyx plus Visage is a very aggressive combo in general. Plus the birds, by the way, are very good against Bane.
Okay.
Because you can just fly, overhead, stun. If you get nightmared, bird will tank that for you. Your bird friends are everything for you.
Some bird friends, for sure. You can hear the crowd right there giving a little bit of love to Newbee. They want to see the TI runner-up stick around for a little bit longer, at least for one more game, but on the verge of elimination, it is going to be a tough one for them.
Yeah, I do commend you, by the way. Lyrical turned to me. I wasn't even paying attention, and he said, "Yo, Broodmother," and it was like 2 picks in. It's like, Brood.
Thank you very much. I cast a bunch of their games. They love this hero. It's all over the place.
Everybody loves this hero. Everybody, it's like a love-hate relationship, you know? Everybody loves this hero, and everyone simultaneously hates playing against this hero.
He's really a monster. And Ace, very well known for it. His days back on Danish Bears and everywhere else. But mid one is going to be going mid against an Ursa. Talk to me a little bit about this matchup.
I think Ursa, in general, just almost always beats every single melee. And that's what they were trying to avoid. They were trying to make it so that the Ursa thought that with the Brood up there, if you see the web behind him, they would think twice and they would maybe put the Necro here, which is still a pretty miserable matchup, though.
Yeah, instead it's going to be Ace down bottom, like you're saying, and it's going to be mid one getting a little bit of help from Puppey here, as bottom, or rather top lane, Moogie taking a little bit of damage, and looks like he's going to be able to live through this most likely, but a couple
Vada's
more
got a
hits.
nuke in 2 seconds. They do get the slowdown. Yapzor doesn't have a lift available.
Right clicks, dive, oh god, just barely alive down about 10 HP. Moogie somehow living.
Barely makes it out of there, and this top lane, we saw it the other day as well when Beastmaster just right-clicks an Echo. He can't really do anything with level 1 Heartstopper aura. When you get Heartstopper aura, you just kind of want to sit in the lane, have people lose their HP slowly. Faith manages to get the patented Sir Action Slack's half pull, where he just gets like 1 range creep. That's Jake's thing.
You played a lot of pubs with them when you were in Sweden, didn't you?
Yeah, at some point I started to think he was doing it on purpose, but he's just slow.
That's a harder timing to get than the real pull.
It is. That's the confusing part, is he just consistently was a little bit late.
Yeah. In the meantime, down bottom, KP facing off against Ace. They are going to see how that matchup develops. The panel talked about Gale being not really a great thing to deal with the Brood.
No, it's such a miserable matchup. We saw it the other day in Liquid versus... Who did they play against? It was Liquid versus Mineski.
Yeah.
And that was one of the tougher Veno games I've ever seen. And Veno usually just has a free game, but this hero is still exploitable, especially in the laning phase. Just because you can't do anything to a Brood. Like, her move speed is still really high, even when she gets Poison Sting. Like, even without boots, she's got 321 on her. And without the Poison Sting on her, it's 413. The Gale doesn't bother her that much because of the regen. It's just a kind of perfect storm of things.
Well, and that gives a lot of room for Puppey to go mid and help out against the Ursa, which might be a tough matchup otherwise.
It is definitely a tough matchup. I think this was one of Weeha's most preferred matchups, because as an Ember Spirit, you think that, yeah, he can't break your Flame Guard, but he just runs you down, hits you a few times. Ursa's got very good move speed.
Oh, and now up top again, Moogie maybe in a little bit of trouble. They are going to be able to get the slow with the Grave Chill coming from Faith, and also have a Soul Assumption if they want it, but they're just kind of pushing that Necrophos back. I guess they did get the pull.
Yeah, that's the important part. So the lane pushes back in and they try to win the experience war. But so far so good. Nothing really giving way.
Oh, Ace, he is caught here by the dust. The Impale's going to go through. If they can find this kill, it would be really big, and they end up getting the deny. Yapzor knows what he wants to do, and the Spiders find the kill. Oh, are they going to get more? Is Kaka down?
He's got lift.
He's got the lift,
He
pulls
gets it
it
off
back
before the
in.
stun too.
Oh, Yapzor dodges the stun. Can they find it? Oh, he doesn't have enough mana for the Fade Bolt.
Yeah, and he manages to clip both of the Spiders in the stun as well. But still, Yapzor, just such a skilled 4-position player.
Certainly one who knows how to play Rubik quite well.
That's such a big swing. All of a sudden you were about to get first blooded, and then you get first blood instead. And your net worth just shoots up.
Yeah. Well, so Fata up there top having a good time. Mid one is holding on to a Haste-Rune as well. Is there a chance that they can kill SC in this lane?
I don't think so. I think for the most part you're just zoning him out. This Ursa doesn't really get pressured too much. He's not afraid because his turnaround potential is quite high against the Ember Spirit. But this dual lane is bothering him a lot. He's getting levels though. That is the upside. Like, he's out-leveling this Ember.
Yeah, even though he's down about 10 CS and a couple of denies there as well. I mean, is that something to be concerned at all about for mid one, or do you think he's pretty okay with this situation right now?
I think he's pretty okay with it right now.
Yeah.
Like, being able to not just get completely dominated in this matchup is kind of a win in itself.
On that Iron Talon as well. I forgot about that. That was the mid one build for Ember Spirit for a little while in the qualifiers. You'd like head off to the jungle eventually and just start farming and give the lane over to the mid lane.
Yeah, it's a good move. Because Ember's problem is that you often want to just keep going around the map killing. And at some point you do need a farm, and Iron Talon going to help out a lot with that. Just your pure raw farm speed. Gets up quite a bit as in mid. Ursa going to get slept up, and now there's 3 heroes for this.
Pretty quick and easy kill. SC nowhere left to go, and well, mid one showing that Haste-Rune off.
They brought 3 for that though. But what kind of pressure do you really alleviate, Lyrical, as everyone on the side of Newbee not doing so hot at bottom? Ace dodges that Gale, and he might even just get gone on here. Has to TP out, but the damage!
Oh my god, KP didn't stand a chance. I mean, you talk about what pressure you alleviate, you get more pressure on the other lanes, even though you brought 3 there.
Yes, and that's the downside because you have to play reactively and bring heroes over. As Puppey gets stunned up, but he does not care if he dies.
Yeah. That is a lot of damage, but they do bring over SC. He's the one that gets the final touch. Not worth it though compared to how many heroes they've lost around the rest of the map.
Fata though, struggling at top.
Yeah, is that big of a deal for a Legion commander in this game?
Kind of, not really, because he's still getting levels. Like Legion, one of those heroes that doesn't care too much. So once you hit 6 and a Blink Dagger, your hero's kind of the same. You just want successful duels. And I think the bigger thing about this game that they really wanted was the Purge.
Right.
It's really nice against the Veno. It's one of the few hard purges that get rid of the Veno's Gale.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to keep our eyes on, is how well they're able to position that Legion into being defensive. But
yeah.
mid one, he's actually moving in here now, and it looks like they're trying to bait out Puppey maybe. They have the sleep there at least to start the setup, and Kaka trying to turn it back around. Yapzor is here as well. They go for the overpower, but the damage is just so significant. And Rage as well. Can they get the chains to keep him there? It's level 6 on the Ember Spirit, but salved up. SC able to walk away from that one.
Yeah, and without that stun, maybe mid one commits for that. And the Grave Chill as well slows it down so that he can't use his triple Fire Remnant. And they're just going to shrine back up. Unsuccessful attempt as Ursa's still doing okay, but it's this bottom lane that's going to be such a point of concern.
Brood basically getting whatever she wants at this point. And maybe going to be the true carry in this game for Ace. Broodmother always was traditionally a hero that fell off. Is that still the case?
Kind of not really, especially with the new build that's a lot more innovative. The downside of the hero, though, is she does get kited very easily, as we saw in the Mineski series. Sometimes you can be 2,000 net worth ahead of everybody, but it doesn't really matter because getting on top of people, making your webs a little bit more mobile is difficult.
Okay. Yapzor getting a lane to himself also. Certainly going to be happy about that. And almost level 6 at 8 minutes in.
Oh, damn, is he?
He's about 5 and a bit after this wave. Be about halfway there. What a monster. He always feels like he just gets his farm. And now with Broodmother coming over as well, they might be able to do something. Or he's just going to farm out the Ancients, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to set up around this area? When you're Radiant side Brood, you just want to immediately start going upwards so that you can control that Roshan area. Because this hero does Roshan quite quickly, because due to all the negative armor. And being able to secure an early Rosh against a team that features an Ursa, that's Ursa's main draw. If he doesn't have that, what is he really?
A sad bear. Not very
Real existential stuff.
All right, 9 minutes in, 2,000 net worth lead for Secret. With not really that big of a exchange in kills, it's just felt like it's mainly been the laning stage and how much this Brood and Ember have been able to get. You can see that level 6s, they're getting close to hitting it for the Rubik. I don't know, do you think that level 6s are going to be that important in this game?
It will be for the Rubik.
Oh, no.
There is a good amount of spells that he can steal as SECC.
Trying to turn this. Ace actually has dropped down very low. Yapzor steals Reaper's Sight. All right, Newbee, back off now. You don't want to jump into that.
What a cool guy. Just gets whatever he wants consistently.
The whole time, too, mid one is just able to split push out this bottom lane without really fear of anybody getting after him.
Yeah. If you recall, too, in last game during the draft, I was asking them to pick Rubik because I think it is a very good counter to heroes like the Venomancer. Because what's the best part about Veno? His wards.
Hey.
And what do you get to often steal?
Take the wards, man.
Yeah. What are you going to do as a Veno? Like, just drop Gale every time you run around the map? No, you're going to get Gales. You're going to get Veno ward stolen.
God, and look at that. Like, mid one was cutting the creep wave by the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane. Like, taking tower shots. And now, up here top, they found themselves the Visage. Yapzor thinking about going for the Reaper's Sight. Possibly do they decide to go for it, saving it. Maybe can instead go for SC. There's the Enrage. Can they turn this? Can they kill? Looking like the answer might be no. Fod's actually able to dodge it. But he still might end up going down nonetheless.
Yes, and Yapzor really wanted to be able to use that as a turnaround onto that Ursa, but maybe he should have just suspended it for the Bane.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, Faith. God, look at this damage.
What?
He just does not stand a chance.
I was turning around to see what was going on with the crowd, and I noticed that they were just following that, and I was like, he is dead.
Blightstone, Medallion. He's going for the Deso now. When he has this, I don't know if there's a safe hero on the map.
He's got it. That's a casual 11-minute Deso. Medallion.
Kaka's dead bottom lane. But it's starting to feel like last game a little bit. Secret is just giving them nothing and taking everything.
Yeah, I am just surprised at how unorganized Newbee looks. It doesn't feel like they have a game plan in this game, in all honesty. Their movements look really rigid, whereas Secret very free-flowing, going wherever they want. The entire map is open to them as Yapzor finally uses it.
Yeah, I'm not quite able to take the kill there onto the Necro. Bane going to be the one that's left behind, and he gets Reapered instead.
Mugi shows him. It's like, this is how it's done.
How dare you steal my scythe.
But it's only the Bane that ever dies.
Yeah.
As they're going to pop in for Roshan, this is going to be a key moment here. If Secret can defend this Roshan, then effectively this game becomes so difficult.
Yeah, they are realizing right now what's happening.
Brood's coming over. He's got a full Deso. This could be a fight that they want to take, but SECC is going to complete this in time. Gets bashed up.
Oh, there it is. Regis is down. SC picks it up. Now do they actually want to stick around and fight? It doesn't look like it. So, Newbee able to finally find some momentum in this game as they take down Roche.
Yeah, but Yapzor does manage to steal the Plague Wards. We talked about how that was part of the reason for the counter, because you get like a 2-in-1. You get whatever level of Poison Sting that applies to his Venom Wards as well. By far one of the best spells in this game to steal.
Mid one just stalking KP. Yapzor is there as well, and they'll be able to ensure the finish as they pull him down and kill him. Meanwhile,
customary puppy death.
Nothing of value was lost, I'm sure.
He's like, guys, I don't care about this. Come on, you just lost your offlaner. Get real.
Oh. Faith has been able to get into its birds now, and you talked about that earlier, the interaction being able to take down the Bane sleep and everything else.
Yes, and that's going to be important for them. They do have level 7 on both their supports, so they are quite strong. But again, it just feels like they don't really know what moves they want to make next. Last game, it really bit them in the ass that they just kept running at Secret, and Secret were able to just hold the line and push back forward. Bend, don't break.
Right. Now, Puppy actually doesn't have his level 6 yet. He's just been trying to soak up experience here. And Kaka's going to make the move in. This could be a pretty easy pickoff as they're going to jump forward for it. The lift, though, no. The turn, can they do it? The impale that was stolen. Yapsor Rubik.
Yapsor's just showing off.
Plays his hero better than you do. Plays your hero better than you do, I should say. And Mui, well, you're going to be able to take down those wards, but my God, what a player.
Yeah, nothing really happening right now. Just because Yapsor's like, guys, every time you run at me, this is what always happens. I turn it around on you. And Newbee's like, yeah, you're right. It gets depressing at some point.
I guess I'm trying to figure out now, because they did just take the Aegis. What are Newbee trying to accomplish with this Aegis here? Is it just to get farm on the, what do you think?
So typically when you do have Aegis, the play is to fan out, farm, because the enemy team is somewhat afraid of taking the 5-on-5, and you use this to get map control. You don't necessarily 5-man immediately, but you can play a little bit more brazenly when you're shoving out lanes. The downside is that Secret is not afraid at all. They're just like, we do not respect that Aegis in the least. We don't care that you have it. You're such a weak Ursa. Who cares? Like, everyone farm wherever you want. And so it's actually Secret that's playing as if they have the Aegis, and Newbee are the ones relegated to just farming their own jungle. So the Aegis was almost like a keep away. They're just like, you don't get it. We take Aegis so you don't get it.
Yeah.
But when the game feels like that, it's pretty rough. They do have ways back into this game, though. Like, Necrolite is still him.
Yeah. Oh, and Ursa just picks up the Blink Dagger now as well. Next going to be going to the BKB. We did see the Blink on Legion just a couple of seconds ago. Other things, Mask of Madness on the Brute. So just amping up that physical damage. We'll have to watch how that works out as the smoke comes from Newbee and they're going to head top.
Yep, mid one just continues to farm. He has a Void Stone, which I think was meant to be built into a Eul's.
Oh, are they going to camp this Remnant?
Oh, they're pinging, they know.
Oh, he still has that Remnant out though, and he's just going to TP away, so they don't connect on that. If they see the Remnant, they might be able to camp it and wait for him to jump back out to it, but it's inside the trees, so they're not going to have eyes on it.
Yeah, SECC getting frustrated. This is their 5-man maneuver. Definitely have to take this to tier 1 if they're going to do anything with this game, because they're just getting out-farmed like crazy right now. Look at Fada, he's farming with impunity, pushing out bottom to his heart's content, doesn't care. Ace is, I don't even want to click him right now. Like, what has he gotten in the 3 minutes since he has had that? So
he's got Mask of Madness, I believe, and probably a good bit of gold on top of that.
Yes, but as predicted, Newbee, they make the rotation up at top. They're going to grab this tier 1 tower.
I mean, are they? They, again, stealing wards.
They 5-man for it. They were denied once again.
God, it just feels so bad. It's like, what are you trying to do now? It just doesn't feel like there's anything that can really make happen on the map. They are going to be able to get a couple of those spiders.
Spider gold. Every little bit matters right now.
Yeah, for sure. 17 minutes in, 4,000 net worth lead. 7-4 is the score. And you can see right there, it's been a steady climb, pretty consistent from Secret.
The good news, though, is that Secret have heroes that are very easily kited. So if Secret's initial burst isn't enough, that's going to be Newbee's time to turn it around. Because Newbee, on the other hand, have very good sustain heroes in this Necrolite and this Ursa to be able to turn things around. And so if they don't just die immediately to the Ember, double remnanting in, the duel, the Broodmother committing for the fight, that's where Newbee's hope kind of lies.
Okay. And I guess, do they have to make that move soon? Like, is Newbee's strength going to be in the next couple of minutes, or do they have to wait out for, like, the super late game?
I think they might have to just wait a little bit longer.
Oh.
At bottom.
Yeah, they've got a good bit of damage. Throw out one Remnant to deal some damage to Mookie, and then he goes to a secondary one.
He was trying to get SECC to commit to bottom.
Got it.
It's like, I'm going to outplay you because I can.
Yapsor has a Blink Dagger also now.
Okay.
18 minutes.
He has barely less farm than his Legion commander does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, Puppy gonna get some wards down there inside the enemy jungle. Play around those most likely.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Anything else that's really sticking out to you as far as like the way that you see Secret wanting to take this themselves? They just keep going more of the same?
I think they just continue to farm until they get their key items.
Yeah.
Like, you wait for your BKB, then you just chill. You got a Radiance coming up on mid one. There's no point to fight before the power spike. Like, grab the Radiance, you're going to get 2 times stronger. Then you can grab some fights. Because right now, pace of game, you feel very good if you're Secret. Like, you're shoving in lanes very consistently.
Yeah. Not really much that they have to worry about. We also did see the Venomancer decide to go for the Rod of Atos. Not one you normally see, but against the Ember Spirit, pretty great. It might be the avenue for them to find a kill onto mid one potentially.
Yeah. The downside, of course, is there is a cast animation to it, though.
Right.
It's like a net. It like flies in the air, and it just like, for some reason, it roots you in place. I'm not quite sure what you're tossing with it, but...
You're tossing an Atos.
You're
Don't you
tossing
know
a-
what an Atos is?
True, true.
Well, Newbee smoked. Again, not really looking like it's going to pay off, at least in this side of the jungle, but they might decide to head mid with this now, but all of Secret is there as well. And the rotation's just not really bearing fruit.
Yeah. Secret's game plan is don't lose towers we don't have to lose. That bottom one, of course, was kind of unsalvageable, but this mid one is going to be the most important one. No pun intended.
The mid one. That, he did it.
It always gets me.
Birds taking a little bit of tower. They can't quite get all of the damage there onto the top, but they're going to be coming in with another creep wave, and that might be the moment where Newbee decide to really fully push in for that. There is a BKB on a Radiant Courier right now that's coming on out as well.
Yeah. Is that Broodmothers?
I believe so.
Is Puppy buying a wand right now at 20 minutes? I mean, I'm not judging him.
It's a good item, man.
That's the life of a 5 position that's the only one that ever gets killed.
Your Rubik, he's got a Blink Dagger, probably going to do a 4-step. I mean, he's got all the things in the world. You just get a wand.
You just get a wand. It's the simple things, Gabe. You got to be happy about the little achievements.
Well,
As TP gets canceled, and Newbee, surprisingly, they're going to be the ones that go for the second Roshan in the game. 6k lead on the side of Secret, but giving up 2 Roshans in a game like this might be what they need.
it's kind of interesting because bottom lane is being fully pushed in right now.
No one's defending it.
I think that he might have been using press the attack on the catapult a little bit also.
Yeah. That should have been a tip-off, though. When nobody goes to defend bottom for like a full minute.
Right. I mean, do you think that they knew about Roche and just didn't want to do anything about it, or you think that that was a...
I think they probably realized it a little bit late as Jewel comes out.
Now, dual win for Fata, and Yapsor also stole Vendetta.
First one of the game. Oh, he stole Vendetta?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know what to say. Like,
I mean, they got the lift off as soon as he walked into the sentry range, and at that point, it was just over.
I'm going to play like Yapsor Bingo. Just like have a bunch of spells listed that he shouldn't get.
Okay. Well, speaking of which, it's going to be him maybe finding something on SC now. Can't really set it up yet. The rest of his team was a little bit too far away, but he's still going to keep eyes on the Bear Man and then head off. The spite. Like, he's going back to Fountain right now. That did nothing, but it's just like a little, I'm going to keep it on top of you. His Faith taking a good bit of damage. That's a kill. Mugi not going to be able to get anything in return as mid one just saunters away. And the root keep him stuck there. Oh, God. Are they coming in with the rest of them?
They do have duel up.
Thinking. Ember has Radiance now, too. I mean, he's sticking around. The Mugi is going to get jumped on now. Double Remnant forward. They find a hell of a lot of damage. They get the kill. Aegis down. Fata low. Not dead as of yet. Is he actually going to live through this? No. Can't make it happen, but that's going to be the Fiend script. Broken. Cheese eaten. SC staying alive for the moment. Can they keep him alive the full time, though? No. Another kill. Reaper's Scythe on nothing.
That is a full HP Brood.
You are not killing that man. Impale is coming out. Rubik is not going to be able to live through that one. And maybe Aegis has gone a bit too far as well. Are they going to end up losing another?
That is 3 heroes down. You cannot battle this Necro. We talked about how if they don't immediately burst him down, this is what happens.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Just people staying alive, and that cheese as well by SC, making a really big difference there.
Yes. That is the upside of having heroes like Necro and Veno on your side, is because they're so annoying to play against. They slow you down. They're just going to be a hiccup along the way. But if you don't burst these heroes down, they always have that kite potential on you. It's pretty much limitless. I think this is going to pump the Broodmother to go for the Diffusal Blade. I think if she had Diffusal, she probably would have been able to pop him.
Okay.
But successful fight for them.
Oh, Ember now getting caught, but it's actually going to be him almost killing Kaka. They popped the Shrine, so nice little bit of value gain for them there. And also should be mentioned, Necro picking up the Radiance for himself. So another one of these team fight items, slowly burning Secret alive.
Yeah, that was a huge trade for them. And that's where that second Aegis might just come back to haunt Secret.
Kaka realizing that he's being revealed. He headed through the Sentry Ward, and they should be able to take that one away. The TP in right now from Ace. Can get the Spike Carapace there. They actually get the lift up, the Dual Scepter, and now pulling back in another SC, trying to bring down Yapzor as a long-duration stun. The chains are there as well. They've already blown up one, but Yapzor is dead as well. Can Mookie be brought down? Almost can. He's gonna get brought down there as well. SC BKB trying to run away. There's gonna be ulti out from the Venomancer. They went in far too deep, and 4 are gone.
And Puppey being chased by the Bird Army, unable to do anything though, as most of their damage gonna go away. And Newbee, they felt like they had the momentum, but that mid tower never goes down easy against good teams.
And 25 minutes in, it was looking good for a little bit. Another swing back into Secret's favor. We do have the Legion Commander with an Aghanims queued up. I don't know if he's going to complete that one or not. Kind of an interesting little thing there. I guess
Probably for the Necro.
Okay.
Just lock down the Necro as long as possible. But he doesn't really quite have the damage to be able to kill him solo anyways, which is the weird part.
Might just be feeling good about the game as well.
He definitely feels good about the game right now. He might even find another duel. He's pinging his team, but he's uncertain if he's under a Sentry Ward or anything like that. Not going to bait anybody in.
Yeah.
Your Brutes just finished Diffusal Blade. You might as well wait for it.
Playing very calm right now after a little bit of a flub there over by the Dire Ancients. Ace just going to go back to farming. Ember getting closer to that Lincoln Sphere. They still have eyes on Kake. He walks through that area again, but they won't decide to open up on a mid one. It's too hard to kill these guys right now.
Yeah, and mid one. Just farming around right now.
Oh,
They ping out. They know that Moogie's there.
Yeah,
Here's
they
the duel.
got the duel as well, and that's going to be a kill. And Will, it's 9,000 net worth. Do you feel like it's as bad as it was last game?
No, there's not a lot of things that are as bad as it was last game.
Okay.
Like, that was pretty unique. This game is, in my opinion, still sort of winnable. Like I said, if you don't immediately burst this Necro, his turnaround potential is good. Broodmother is one of those heroes that consistently doesn't scale into the ultra late game very well. It's just that their game plan has to change. And I don't know if they're going to be given a third Roshan. Although I wasn't certain if they get a second, and they did get it.
Right.
But I think if Secret controls this third Rosh, then I think the game is pretty straightforward for them. And if it's not, then it just becomes weird again.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, like, now Secret has to play around the fact that that's another Aegis cheese that they have to deal with. You already saw that they had difficulties bursting down this Necrolite twice in a row.
Right.
He's going to grab a BKB pretty soon too. Like, that's not the kind of game that you want to play. You want Dota to be as straightforward as possible.
Well, and certainly then keeping that vision up around the Roche pit is also going to be of utmost importance. You can see that Newbee has prioritized putting a couple Sentry Wards by their shrine as well to make sure that they have vision in case there is a battle being getting ready to get fought there. And this is also going to be Kaka scouting out Ace. They have vision on him, but just too hard to take down that Broodmother.
Yeah, Ace not afraid at all. Farming wherever he wants. He's got a BKB. They don't have that hero.
Oh no, SC He wants to farm the spiders so badly. He's hitting a lot of them, but all of the rest of Secret is there. They're going to go for the duel now. Is this going to be set up for a little bit of a bad situation? No. Ace is just too freaking big.
And KP gets caught
he's going
too.
to get caught. All the chains from so far away. Mid-1, wicked sick.
He's feeling himself right now. Kaka gonna try to run away from this engagement, but Secret every single time right on top of things. Fada has so much farm right now. He's kept up. And now this might just lead to a push. There's no Veno, there's no Necro, the two high ground heroes, and Kaka.
Oh, he gets lifted in the end. Gonna steal Vendetta as well, and then they're gonna be able to take down this unfortunate, very sad Kaka on the Nyx Assassin. They're keeping
They're
him
waiting
in
for the
place.
duel.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just mess with him. Yeah, they do. They're gonna wait.
There's the duel. They don't pass the Nightmare back and forth, but in the meantime, Mid-1 also killed off Mugi inside the base. They're diving towers, nothing left at all for them. 4 dead from Newbee. They are just being pulled apart.
That is such a bad sign. You're losing one hero at the bottom. They're blatantly showing that they're chasing 3 heroes, but your 2 heroes are enough to be able to deal with the base dive. Like at this point in the game, Newbee, options getting smaller and smaller.
Ace is getting ready. He puts his web underneath the tier 4s. He knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, and look at that, he gets Galed, but Fada immediately purges it off. Looks like he got 4-staffed in by KP, but Ace doesn't care.
Ace is a very angry spider. He turns around and just gonna eat up the poor bear man. They're actually gonna turn down to KP. He gets eaten in 2 as well. SC, Eul Sceptered, and gonna be killed off. Lane of Barracks, maybe more. What's stopping Secret? Not a damn thing.
Yeah, this is gonna take no time at all for them to grab all these racks if they so choose. Newbee, base in tatters. Morale in disarray as Secret. They are so far ahead now. Another BKB grabbed by this Ember Spirit.
Yep, Sora wasn't able to pull him back in. Puppy were trying to go for the Nightmare as well. They do finally find it now onto the Nyx Assassin. It's going to be the Necro again, caught and completely alone. They pop the BKB from Mid-1, chasing underneath the tier 4s. The Absolute doesn't care either. They're able to bring him down eventually. Stolen Death Pulse, and GG is called. Secret just completely destroyed Newbee. No mercy.
The combined 2 games took less than an hour. Just a shade under an hour for them to just 2-0 Newbee. And Newbee, they don't look like themselves.
Yeah, this was not the same team that got second at TI. Just